That is a clouded up headlight. And this is a clouded up and yellowed headlight. Using these products, it could be any kind of water, it doesn't have to be distilled, that's just what I have. I got a buffer and I've got some New Finish Scratch Doctor. This is for clear coat scratch remover, but the headlight casings are about the same thing as clear coat. So that's what I'm going to use. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through with some wet sandpaper. That's what you saw here. And this is just a fine 2200 grit. You take some water and get your sandpaper wet, get your headlight a little bit wet. And what this does is all the oxidized plastic that's not useful anymore, it's just basically cooked. You're just taking that off. The headlight's got a bunch of grain, you know, like wood, visually this way, so that's the way I'm going to sand it. You don't have to sand very much. You can kind of feel when it starts to smooth out. At first it's really kind of tacky and grippy to the sandpaper, but as you do it you can see that it becomes more and more smooth. So that's what we've got. If we let this dry, it's going to be just about as cloudy as it was before. It's going to look about the same, just not yellow. Sandpaper took out a lot of the yellow. But so I'm going to shake up my compound. When you go to put it on the buffer wheel, for those of you who haven't done this before, you want to just kind of spot in a circle, just a little bit like that. The more compound you use, the faster it goes and the easier it is, but then the more compound you use and it's kind of spinning. Yeah, it's not that expensive, it's like 10 bucks. So smear it all over where you're going to be buffing it first. Because if you just hit the gas on this like a Ferris wheel full of kids or merry-go-rounds, you throw everything right off of there. Ah! It's a little visual for you. So just kind of smear it around, get it in there, hit the gas a couple times. And I'm putting some pretty good pressure into this. I'm pushing probably about 20 foot-pounds or so. If you push too hard, or if you stay on it too long or too high a speed, it'll kind of burn into it and it'll make little burn marks. And if you push really hard, you'll bust it. So it's probably time to put some more compound on. So we'll just spot it like that. We'll do our little save the children routine so we don't throw everything off. Isn't it funny with the airplanes when you have fuel and everything in an airplane or a helicopter, it's considered, and passengers considered with children. Yeah, we don't want to lose our passenger compound. Anyway, that's a quick and dirty. If a person wanted to, they could really spend a lot of time on that and make them look perfect. But you can see already, I mean, we're into this 4 minutes, you know, aside from getting everything out. You see how cloudy and opaque that is? You can see how nice that is? I guess a lot of the yellow's from that inside reflector that goes around the bulb, but that looks a whole lot better. And I guarantee you this person's going to see a whole lot better too. If you like this video, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll make some more.